So we have Fryk and Rodnington. Rodnington, the purple Zerg, up in the top right of Xel'Naga Caverns, and we have Fryk, the yellow Zerg, at the bottom left of Xel'Naga Caverns. Both players setting out their overlords, droning up.
I'm No Control, and I'm going to talk louder.
And I am Newbie McNoob. This is, of course, the Gold Platinum ASC Weekly Tournament, Week 7. This is Round 1 Best of 1 series. So, as the Zerg player, what do you do, usually, for ZVZ?
Pretty much the simple build of 13 pool. Gas at 13, then take your drills off the gas at 100, get an expansion at 22, and just max out Zerglings until you get speed. And when speed is finished, you run in and win. And that's it.
Oh, that's an interesting little thing.
The almighty Fire Zerg taught me that.
Very nice. Very, very nice.
Who, by the way, be our guest speaker tonight, so stand by to hear a pro talk on the stream.
Sounds like a good time. We got spawning pools going down for each player. Fryk getting his a little bit earlier than Rodnington, though it's probably not going to matter.
Not seeing an early expansion into ZVZ is extremely normal. I don't expect him to expand until the 22, 24-ish mark, maybe.
Yep, and they are building overlords. Fryk's getting a queen. Spawning pool finishing for Rodnington. He, of course, is getting his queen. He's getting 2 Zerglings. So I think we definitely casted both of these players last week. I think both of them...
I'm pretty sure it was like 22 PvPs in a row or something like that.
Yeah, and then we had these two were our Zergs that we casted. I think there was another Zerg that we casted as well.
Was this actually like the ZVZ that we casted last week?
I don't think it was. No, I think the ZVZ that we casted last week was Shaft and someone else.
Oh, right. Jeff, by the way, awesome guy. Talked to him after, and yeah, it's real cool. Maybe we'll make it.
Yeah, hopefully we will see him in later rounds. One can only hope. I like seeing regular players. It's always a good thing. Nice little community here, ASC Weekly. Roach Warren going down for Rodnington. And 10 Zerglings on the way for Fryk.
This is pretty much the build that I do, minus the pulling the drones and minus the expansion. Never mind, I lied. He's going to be in this.
He's going Banelings. Oh. And so Fryk has, of course, metabolic boost on those Zerglings. Don't see any, and Rodnington does too. So, who do you think is going to have a little bit of a lead here, as far as unit composition?
Fryk. I think he's got way too many Zerglings for that little amount of roaches to handle. His expansion is only half up, so in reality, yes, he's going to be up in expansion, but he's going to be down 300 minerals because Fryk is going to move out. Yep, right about now. Looks like some pretty good timing from Fryk here. He's going to make those Banelings and go in, and his Zerglings are going to take out the roaches, and the Banelings won't even matter because there's such a low Zergling count.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to try and deny this expansion first, but instead, trying to see if he can get a run by.
He's trying to bait the roaches off the ramp so he can just run in.
Yep. taking.
He's gonna take out this X-Men now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
Oop.
No.
Oop.
Trying to
And
deke him out here.
yeah.
That roach count's way too high now for the Zerglings.
Yeah. This is definitely not looking good for Fryk. He wasn't able to deny that expansion, and Rodnington now, of course, since Fryk put out that aggression, decided to put out some more roaches, which of course will be able to stop these Zerglings right in their tracks.
He needs to be really, really, really careful about that ramp. What he should do is he should just put 4 roaches on that ramp and put them on hold to just lock in these Zerglings trying to run by and attack with the other roaches.
Yeah, oh, Fryk gets a
That
really
was
good surround.
But
It's not going to really matter, I don't think.
it's not going to be enough. Oh, he's
No?
reinforcements, though.
Yeah, he's reinforcing pretty hard. He's going to be able to take that out.
He needs to stop worrying about the expansion. Just go for the main here. Go for the kill.
Yeah, although Fryk has lost 44 units, the amount of money that he has lost isn't even close to Rodnington's. Rodnington having lost pretty much 2,000 minerals, and
That was honestly like a pro-level surround, and honestly, I didn't think he was going to take that, but with his reinforcements, he just awful stomped Rodnington right there.
Yeah.
Rodnington does have banelings now. Keep note of that against that heavy Zergling count. Decide to get banelings.
yeah, that's always a good idea, especially when you have large amounts of biological units.
One baneling can take out 8 Zerglings, and that baneling is well worth it.
So, Fryk getting his expansion, Rodnington getting his expansion again. But now Rodnington is going to be the one putting on the pressure. We have some banelings morphing in for Fryk, but I don't think it's going to be close enough. Oh, he sacrifices 2 Zerglings so that it won't do maximum damage. And he gets those.
Rodnington fail micro right there. He definitely should have not let those banelings just fall to 2 Zerglings. In my opinion, the baneling has to go at least 3. At least 3. 4 is a good number of Zerglings for them to be worth it, really.
Yep, he looks like he's getting some banelings. Oh, yes! And he takes out all those Zerglings.
Just dying
Oh,
everywhere. Oh, there goes another.
that was really nice micro from Rodnington.
Oh, there's
And
another
there it
piece
goes.
just getting annihilated.
It's just a pop. It's so much more satisfying than watching Marines get banelinged. Just because there's so many, you just see all of those units just go psh.
You don't even see the remnants of it.
It's just gone.
Rodnington needs to increase his roach count again because banelings takes 4 of them to kill 1 roach. So increase that roach count and you'll be perfectly fine. Like, don't even spend any money on Zerglings unless you're making banelings with them. Like, those Zerglings are gonna be virtually worthless if Fryk increases that baneling count to what he should.
Yeah, it looks like he's morphing in 4 more now. He's going to deny Rodnington from getting that Zelnaga. And we have a Roach Warren and an Auxiliary Hatchery in the main. So he's going to be able to reinforce a lot quicker than Rodnington is.
This is going to be a battle of who can do almost the exact same build better.
It originally didn't start out that way, but it's looking to turn out that they will have
Right.
almost identical unit composition. And I'm going to say with that extra hatchery, Fryk is going to be able to get those extra units that are going to push the tide of the battle in his favor.
He's also ahead in the drone count, I believe. Can you check that?
Yes, I can. No, Rodnington is
No, Rodnington
is ahead by quite a lot, actually.
It looked like that main saturation from Fryk was a lot better than it was. We got banelings going in, killing a ton. Oh my god, so many drones dying in Rodnington right there.
That was
Just, oh, that was awesome.
really, really good Baneling micro there. We have Hydroden for Rodnington. I'm not sure if that's going to make a huge difference, besides that their range will most likely be able to keep the roaches at bay. But the Zerglings, if Fryk micros them correctly, can definitely get around the roaches and take out those hydras.
When you see like banelings running into a base, it's like watching a car crash that you know is just gonna happen. Like you see it coming, you're like, oh come on, like crash. You know you want to. Ah.
That's how I feel about all baneling engagements. It's just you're like, yes, please, yes. Got two Zerglings fighting it out over the Zelnaga, and Rodnington wins.
I got Rocky over here with like 1 health.
Yep, and Fryk just sends another Zergling out. Takes care of that. Cleans up.
Dies.
Fryk checking other expansions just to make sure that no tricky stuff is going on. Rodnington looking like he's doing the same thing. Let's follow that little Zergling.
This is gonna come down to micro by Fryk if he continues the baneling harassment and manages to hit the Zerglings and Hydras. Rodnington is screwed. But if Rodnington can keep his Hydras in the back away from those banelings and let the roaches take the blows, then he's gonna win. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah, at this point it looks like Fryk really needs to start droning up a lot more than he has right now. Okay. Looks like we have an overseer being built somewhere.
By the way, I just wanted to mention that
There it
our
goes.
prize pool this week is actually double from last week because of your guys' support. And continue to support us, and we will continue to make it not double, but increase the prize pool. Make it double. I'm pretty ridiculous. But
Yep.
yeah, anyway, just click the Google Glass. They're helping us out. You know, just do it.
Yeah, we got Rodnington contaminating Fryk's hatchery, main hatch. Looks like Fryk probably going to do the same. Of course, because Fryk has that auxiliary hatchery, it's not going to be that big of a deal. And Fryk coming down. It looks like Rodnington right now is supply blocked. He needs to build more overlords. It looks like we have 4 on the way for him, so it should be good. He's just getting a very, very Hydra heavy composition right now. Going for that 3rd expansion. Fryk really, really roach heavy. Looks like he's going for that 3rd expansion right now.
This is, I'm honestly really not sure how this is going to turn out. This is very, very close up to this point.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely an interesting game. I'm not quite sure what will happen. Rodnington getting a lot more roaches now. Rodnington is ahead by only a couple food, so it's very close. Fryk making a lot of Zerglings, so it looks like he's going roach baneling. Zerglings moving out.
Probably trying to see if that expo is getting taken or not.
Yep,
Just
yep.
to see.
And he is going to try his best to deny that expansion. Of course, Rodnington's entire army is going to come over, but it's not quick enough. Fryk takes that expansion, is able to
Now
just
he's up one.
run away.